if you're new to our channel, my partner Adam and I and our dog Twyla have been travelling part-time around Australia for the last 2 years. So to check out all our past episodes and all our episodes in the future, make sure you go down the bottom and like and subscribe. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm King Dino, and on this episode we're doing things a little bit different. I am taking my mum away for the weekend, and we are, well, we're here now. We're in Healesville. So we thought we'd come down. We're just pulled up for the night. It's Friday night, so we're just getting dinner on, and then we'll probably get an early night so we can have a big day exploring Healesville tomorrow. We're staying at, I've got to read this off here. We're staying at Park Lane, Yarra Valley. This is it here. I'll take you on a tour of it. It looks so nice for what I can see in the dark. So we're looking forward to exploring it tomorrow and see what the Caravan Park is like. We're staying here for 2 nights. So I've got the older cardboard barbecue out tonight, and we're about to cook up a storm. Mum hasn't eaten off the cardboard barbecue before. So this is the 3rd time I'm eating off it, and I absolutely love it. So here we've got my mum. She's joining us on this episode. Her name is Robin. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
And I've got mum out her heater. So this is great. These are fantastic for outdoors when you can't have actual fires. But you can't use this in your van as much as Adam and I would love to be able to use it in our van. We've got the cardboard barbecue from Kmart. I think I've only got 2 or 3 of these left at home, so better enjoy this while we've got it. And we've got just a few sausages, just normal everyday sausages, and I've got these lamb chops with a bit of rosemary and lemon. So I think these are going to taste beautiful. So we'll get these on and then have a nice dinner. The meat is on and it's cooking really well. You can see that. These are almost ready, but can you notice something? There's a sausage missing. Why is that, Mum?
I've got it here.
Yeah. She's had it. She couldn't wait. She's had a salad. She's having a sausage. You were hungry, weren't you?
Yeah, I was starving.
Dinner is served. So I've got 2 sausages, 2 of the lamb chops. I've got some potato salad, and this is that pesto salad that Adam and I have had before. I forget when we had it. It might have been when we were in Mount Disappointment from Aldi, of all places. So yeah, no, I'm all ready to eat, but this looks delicious. So we've just come to wash up. Well, Mum's washing up at the moment. Thanks, Mum. And but I just sent a picture to Adam because he's not on this trip, and I know he'd be jealous because he's always said, wouldn't it be good if they had a vending machine at these places that has lollies and things that you can get at any time of the night? Yeah, look at this. Look at this. He would love this. You know, Adam and his sweets, he'd be in big trouble. So it's probably good that he's not here. So we're up reasonably early today. It's 7 o'clock, and well, it's just past 7 now. Just having a coffee. I don't think we're going to cook breakfast right now because I'm thinking that we might quickly have our showers and then hit the road because there's a dam around here and it's meant to be really cool. A big dam wall and a park. So we're going to go maybe have breakfast in the park and check out this dam wall. Before we take off, we could hear a river last night, but we couldn't see it. So we've come down to check it out. And we've just found this guy. Look, it's a cuddle koala. You can get in there and get a picture and get cuddles with him. And just behind me is the river that we could hear. So let's go have a look at it. The river was absolutely beautiful, and Mum was saying that she reckons platypuses are in there, but I wouldn't be surprised. But there's 2 vintage vans next to us. I'll show you them quickly before we leave, and I forgot to show you. So this is our side, which I'll show you all around it a bit later, and then literally across from us, we've got the pool. It looks like there's 2 pools. So there's this one here, and then there's an actual container ship pool. I'll go up there later and have a look once it's open. And also we've got the toilets across from us, which is awesome. So it's only a hop, skip and a jump. And yeah, check out these vintage vans. They look so cool. So you got this one here, and then there's another one around here. How cute is that? And I really love their curtains. They look so cute. We're just coming to the park where we think the dam is, and we just spotted all these kangaroos. Look at them. Hey guys. How you going? There's a couple of big ones, Mum.
Yeah.
Ooh. So I think we have made it to the dam wall. Well, we're not there yet, but we're in the car park. And there's also a waterfall here. How cool is that? But before we do all that, we're going to have some breakfast with a view. Check out this car park we got and the view we've got. So to go over our view, we're having some quesadillas. I'm just whipping these up. Just got some salami and cheese in these. It's nice, quick and easy. There you go, the first one off. There you go, Mum.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Well, I think we're walking in the right direction. There's a thing here. We're going to go see this waterfall now. And then hopefully want to go see the dam, which is there. So just in front of us, we're just seeing the dam wall. We're heading towards that because on the left of the dam wall is this huge waterfall. It looks absolutely stunning. We can see it through the trees, so we'll head over there now and check it out. How awesome is this? You can get so close to it and it just goes straight past you. It looks magnificent. I love it. And so now the big challenge is I can see up there's a path. So I think that's the way you go to get up to the top of the dam wall. So we're about to find out if that's true or not. All right, so I've made it to the bottom of the dam. This is how it looks. Wow, it is so high. It is ridiculous. I wish I had some stats right now, but I don't. If I do, I'll pop them in about how thick this wall is. Obviously, the bottom's thicker than the top, and I hear that you can get up there and walk along the top. So, what? Not 100% sure, but we will see after we head up this track just behind me. We just walked past this tree. It's like a pine tree. I don't know if you can see it, and I don't know if you're going to get the actual how big it actually is. I should get Mum to go stand under it. It's huge. It must be so old, and the bottom of it is just so wide. It's not funny. But if we come back past it, I'll stand in front of it so you can just see how thick that bottom of that stump is, all the trees. Okay, we went the first way to get up the top of the dam wall, but those gates were closed. But the good news is I just seen someone walking across there. So it means you can do it. We're just got to work out how to do it and find the track. But this is that tree I was talking about. Mum, can you go over there and just show actually how big it is? Can you just go up to the tree, and you'll understand then how huge. Because you just don't. Look at that. It is massive. How gorgeous is it? Anyway, we're about to head up a second way that I think will get us up to the top of the dam wall, up these stairs. There's a whole heap of stairs, and I think that they call it the rose stairs or something. I'll find out the name and we'll head up there now. Well, it pays to look for signage. So we're about to go up the rose stairway. And this says it's going to take us to the top of the dam wall, which is 250 metres away. So we'll see how we go. But this is it here. And then you've got all the... Look how far it goes up. We've got all these volunteers that are volunteering doing gardening today around the rose stairs. So that they do that, I think, on a monthly basis or something around here. Anyway, let's... Mum's trying to navigate the stairs now. Let's try to do this. All right, so we're at the top now. So we're about to head across. Now, you can... Now, I was going to do this with Mum because it'd be a little bit tricky. But you can actually walk up the side, which would be a really cool walk. So there you go. So that's where we were, where the big tree is down the bottom, you can see. So yeah, you can walk up the side and then you can get across the top. So anyway, let's go up there now, catch our breaths and have a look at the view. Now, just before you walk across the bridge, there is like a rotunda here if you want to stop and have a bit of a rest if it's raining. And then also there's some information boards about animals, about the build and all the rest of it here. But don't tell Mum. But I just realised there's a car park here. We could have just driven up. She's had to walk all the way up that hill and those stairs to get here. She's a little bit buggered. So, yeah, we just won't tell her about the car park up here. This is what I was looking for, some stats on this bridge. So there's a fair few there if you want to stop and have a read. I'll just pan down slowly. But the main one, so the height of it is 135 feet above the riverbed. And then there was the thickness here. Look at this. Thickness of the dam at the base is 104 feet. Whew, it just blows your mind. Imagine the amount of concrete that went into this. Unbelievable. All right, well, let's finally go across. Definitely worth the walk up to the top of the dam. The views up here are amazing. Looking down from where we just walked looks amazing. And then to turn around and see this, how cool. And then on top of that, if you're heading back, once you've gone across, you head back and you've got these beautiful mountains in the background, which don't ask me what they're called, but how nice is this view? Anyway, I better get back to Mum. She's a little bit buggered. But it has been a really big walk, so we've made it back to the van. Mum's just walking straight to the van. She's going to go have a sit down. But this sign is fantastic. It shows you all the different things you can go see and go walk. There are toilets, there's barbecues, there's picnic tables. It's really good. So definitely a nice place to come for the day. And it's only an hour or so from Melbourne, so you could definitely come up here just for a day visit if you want to. But we're just spoiling ourselves by staying a couple of nights. So if you go past the picnic area, we've just driven down to this part. There's a whole another heap of seating, toilets, different park areas. And then you've got this really nice spot here. You can get a really nice view. And I think if you're game enough, you could probably walk across this. There's been people who've walked across this before. You can see where you can go across. But no, not today, not today. But this is where the entry to the forest track is. I'll show you the other sign so you can see the different walks and things you can do from this part of the park. So from this part, you can do the forest walk. You've got lookouts. So there's a fair few different walks and hikes, some shorter than others. I'll walk over to the start of the forest track and then I'm going to head off. So now we've made our way to the start of all the different walks you can do. So you just literally go across this bridge and there's some stairs going up. It looks so gorgeous. And you're going to get views like this. And then, as you can see, look at these huge trees that have fallen over. Whew. This will be such a nice walk. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'll just take her up a little bit into it so you can get an idea of what to expect. Well, there you go. So this is the start of the forest track and the rest of them. So you just head up that way and you're going to get some really nice views. But Mum's waiting for me, so I better get back to the van. I better to head into town and start thinking about what we're going to have for lunch. So we just arrived in town at Healesville, so we're just going to go for a street walk, check out some of the shops, and we might stop somewhere for lunch. So the first place we've stumbled across is this Hillsville Hotchpot shop. Well, it's like an indoor market. We really enjoy coming to these places when we come to town, so we're going to head in there and have a look at some of the local artists and people selling things. So many cute things, from bric and brac to clothing to soaps to candles. There's so much here. So definitely check this out if you're coming down the street. Alright, Adam's not with me, but we have come across the Wild Grain Bakery, so we're going to go in there and check out what they've got, and might just grab a coffee and maybe something small to eat. So Mum ended up going with a donut with some chocolate frosting. I'm trying the custard tart, and we're just waiting on our coffees. So Mum has let me know that the donut tasted fantastic, the custard tart was perfect, and the coffee was even better. So they get a King Dino thumbs up for their coffee if you're in town. Now, just behind me, next door, I've just noticed there is a lolly shop, so I better go in there and grab something at Adam. Otherwise, he might get a bit upset if I go home empty-handed. Well, I ended up with chocolates for Adam, chocolate frogs, and got some licorice for myself and my mum because we both love licorice. So that's our lolly shop done. Let's keep walking down the street. Now, if you know Adam and I, we are big fans of cheese. This is a cheesemonger shop. Look at this. Oh my God, I can't wait to go in and take a look. They do taste tests here also, so you're going to taste some of the cheese before you buy it. But anyway, let's go in and have a look. We just walked back to our van, and check this out. There's a little tiny fairy house down here with all its little friends down there. How cute is it? Well, we're back in the van and we've driven down to where the market is, but they're all packing up, so we missed the market. So it's now 12 o'clock, so I've got a feeling that it must finish at 12. That's where the farmers market was, which was just one street from the main street. We've just arrived to Matilda Bay. It's a beautiful, warm place. Got the fire here. They've got beers. We're going to try 4 of their beers. They've got the paddle of beers that you can try. and also we're going to get ourselves a pizza. So I'm going to go up and order that now. You can see where they make all the beers in this room back here, and yeah, it's just a really nice space. Alright, so I've gotten myself one of these guys that has 4 different beers on it, $15, pretty cheap. And they give you one of these, so it tells you what you're drinking. So we'll give this a go and have a taste. So the first one I'm tasting is the hazy, was it, Mum? Hazy lager. Oh yeah, that's nice. Really nice. Nice and smooth. Alright, next on the list we've got honey wheat ale, I think it's called. So let's see if I can taste the honey in that. I'm assuming it's got honey in it, so it says that. Yes, it's got a kick of honey. It's nice as well, really smooth. I have to admit, I did ask for 3 smooth kind of light beers, not those heavy dark ones they make. So that's why they're all quite light. Nice. So this is the next one I'm having, the Meg Lager. So this is a crisp and clean lager. Ooh. All right, the pizza just got here, but I'll taste this third one first.
That's a 4th one.
Oh, this might have to be my favourite so far. Yep, favourite so far. We'll see what number 4's like. We just got our pizza, which is a pepperoni pizza. They cook them in this just over there. You can see the fire there. So that's where they cook them. They come out beautiful. They smell absolutely divine. But let's see how they taste. All right, I'm moving on to my last beer tasting. It's the Redback Summer. So we'll give it a go and we'll see what we think. These have all been really good. Like this, now I'm getting confused. I think number 3 and 4 are my favourites. Cheers. So the pizza and food here was delicious. Just make sure if you've got a big group to book ahead, because it does get very busy. We were lucky that we got here early, so it wasn't too bad. But if you're just a couple of people, you should get in, no problems. They do have seats at the bar, so you can wait there till you get a table. But yeah, if you've got a bigger group, just make sure you book ahead. Now, if beer's not your game and you want some wine, they got Innocent Bystanders here, which is kind of similar to where we just were, but they have the wine. I've been in there before. My sister-in-law, Jen, absolutely loves their pink wine, whatever that is. Some sort of pink wine, and she loves it. And Adam used to like it too, but I think Adam's grown to have a bit more of a dry palate these days. And then also they've got the Beechworth Bakery here. So if you like Beechworth Bakery, you can come here as well. They seem to be popping up everywhere these days. But anyway, that's all in this one section. They've got a car park in the middle, so you can do all that by parking in one spot. So we just made it to Hillsville Century, probably one of the most famous places to stop when you're in Healesville. Now that we're back from our big day out, I'm going to take you on a tour of the Big 4 Yarra Valley Park Lane Holiday Park. Well, that's a lot of words, but anyway, let's go take a look around. Fancy staying at your Big Four Caravan Park in a tram? Yes, you can hire a tram that is decked out, so you have your kitchen in there, you've got a little hallway through to where you sleep, the bedrooms, and out the back you've got your own private little area where you've got a hot tub. How awesome is this? And this is not just a pretend tram, this is an original tram that's been decked out for you to stay in. How awesome is that? Almost half the park is brand new. You should check out this undercover area. They had heaps of kitchens, barbecue area. It had a pool table, TVs, and one thing I absolutely did love was the fireplace that I saw a family sitting around, having some drinks, watching TV. Feels like you're outdoors even though you're undercover. And I absolutely loved it. They do have caravan sites that have en-suites, and also they have plenty of brand new cabins, which most of them are wheelchair accessible. Now, if you're not a fan of shiny and new, they did have some really awesome log cabins that looked over the lake. Towards the back of the caravan park, they did have glamping tents. The way they had them set up in between trees was fantastic, and it would be awesome to go with a group of friends because they did have some that were very close together. You could sit outside and have barbecues together. There were some very lovely spots for powered sites and unpowered sites along the water. All the camp kitchens in the park are fully equipped with everything you need, and they're very spacious. That's one thing I did love about them. Great for families. If you have kids, they're definitely not going to be bored in this park. There is plenty for them to get up to. Also, for the adults, you can sit back and light yourself a fire at one of their fire pits. For those warmer days, they got the whole family covered with this walk-in pool and also a lap pool, which actually has a glass window so you can see people doing laps and working hard. And when you finish with your swim, you can rinse off in their newly renovated shower and toilets. What an incredible caravan park. It has everything. If you've got kids, they're gonna love it here, from the jumping mats to the game rooms. There's like 3 games rooms. There's undercover areas that have massive TVs, fire pits. There's so much here to see and do just in the park that you could literally camp here for a week and you wouldn't get bored. I tell you right now, the accommodation, there is so much to choose from. You know, from the glamping tents to the little huts to the log cabins. It's incredible. So the rain came through, but has left us a really nice view. Look at this, the sun's going down and it looks absolutely gorgeous behind us. I don't know if more rain's going to come, but we've got our oh, look, there's the sky there. Look how beautiful it looks. So yeah, but we've got our awning out, so we should be able to keep dry. Now we're going to cook dinner. So tonight I wanted to do something that I know my mum's good at making, and wanted to use one of her recipes. So we're making spring rolls for dinner. That's right, spring rolls. How exciting. So I'm going to show you what's in it. They're very easy to make. And if you had a whole group of people, this would be like, we're having them for dinner, but you could literally do this as like a starter. If you know, had a whole group of people camping around a fire, you could pass these out. They're delicious. They take a little bit of fiddling around to make them, but otherwise they're easy to make. So for starters, you just need some cabbage, some mince, some carrots, and I'm using half an onion because it was already cut there. You can have a whole onion, half an onion. Now we probably won't use, we're gonna cook all the mince up, but we probably won't use all this cabbage. It'll be too much, so we'll take some of that home. And this is Mum's secret recipe. So basically we're gonna cook all this up, add a bit of that, maybe add a little bit of water, mix that through, and then get it all cooked up. And then I'll show you the pastry you need to use to roll them and how we're gonna roll them. So I've just chucked some oil in the pan and I'm just gonna go in with my onions. Now the onion's a little bit brown, we're going to go in with our mince. Don't keep the paper on because that's not going to taste good. Now that the meat is almost brown, we're going to throw in our carrot. 3 carrots there. I'm going to add in my cabbage, which everything I'm putting in here I'm cutting really fine, like super fine. because you got to remember, we're going to be rolling these up. So everything needs to be cut really as thin, as small as you can get it. So now your cabbage is in and you've mixed it around. This is where you put your 2 packets of chicken noodle soup in, and then you're going to add some water because we're going to steam everything pretty much now. So you want a bit of water. Mum's saying not too much in the background. This is her recipe, so, and then we're just going to stir that through until it cooks down, and then we'll wait till it cools down and we're ready to roll. Then lid on, let it steam. Alright, so it is all done. This is how it looks. So now we're just going to take it inside, let it cool down, and then we're going to roll these on the table. But this is the pastry you need. So you can get this at Coles, Woolies, they have this. And I'm just going to open up the packet and I'm going to cut it into 4 with scissors. And then we're going to put a wet towel over it because they do dry out quick. And I've got a little bit of milk. You can either use egg, milk, or a bit of flour and water. But we've got milk here because I didn't have any flour. And to seal them. Okay, all cut up. Now straight away we're going to cover them with a wet cloth, a wet clean cloth. To roll is pretty simple. All I've done is done a diamond shape, put a bit of mixture in the middle, and then all I want to do is take that over, try to keep it nice and tight, okay, and then fold in the sides. So I'm going to fold in the sides, and then I'm going to roll, and then get you a bit of milk. It's off camera. But a bit of milk, and then you want to roll the ends up, and there you have it. There is your first spring roll. Well, there you have it. That is all our spring rolls rolled. How good do these look? There's so many. Don't worry, we're not going to eat them all. But I've already got the soy sauce out. We've got our plates ready. So I'm pretty much going to cook these up, get them on another plate with a bit of paper towel, and they'll be ready to eat. We've got cooking stations happening. It's all pretty loud in here. And got a first batch on. And we've got all these to cook. So this might take a little bit. But the first batch is out. These are looking pretty good. Now it's time to eat them. Well, that is everything cooked up. Look how many there is. I don't think we'll be eating all these. Hey, Mum?
No.
No, not quite. There's a lot here. But let me have a taste test and see what it's like. So one thing that can happen with these when you cook them, they can split open. We have not had one split open tonight, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty proud of ourselves, actually, aren't we, Mum?
Yeah.
They are so good. Don't feel like you have to over season these inside. The chicken noodle soup's enough because you're going to be dipping them into soy sauce, chili sauce, all those things. So you don't need to add extra salt and pepper. They are absolutely delicious. Look at that. You can see the carrot in there, the mince, absolutely beautiful. It's a cold night and these have just like hit the spot. So definitely worth trying these on your next camping trip when you've got a whole group of friends around you. We were just on our way to go get some breakfast, but we saw this sign, so I thought we'd just quickly check out and see what it is. This train just happens to be leaving today, and it takes you on a trip. It's leaving at 10 o'clock. So this is it here, and that's it there. It's about to take off, and you can go have a ride on an old train. How cool is that? And it even takes you through these tunnels. That'll be cool. So this is one of the original trains that actually used to go up and down this line. So how cool is it that you can come here and actually have a ride on this? How awesome is it? So cool. So the train's about to take off. We're not going to hop on it, but I thought I'll film it taking off. I'm sure they'll toot that horn or something. But while I'm waiting, I've just come down. You can check out all these old carriages. Look at this. There's a whole heap of them. And they do have other trains here, but I don't know if they don't always get them out. Some of them don't work, some of them do work. But yeah, you can see over there also, there's more carriages. So it's quite a bit to see. I reckon the kids would love it here. And just in front of it, they do actually have a park. So while you're waiting, the kids can go play over there. And I think that's even got a train in it for them to play on. So All right, well, let's have a look at these and then we'll go watch the train take off. We thought we might start heading home, but not before heading to the Beechworth Bakery. We are so bad. We've been to so many of these Beechworth bakeries. We don't need to go to another one, but we are. So look, Mum's already gone. We felt like a pie. For some reason, just woke up this morning, I'm like, I feel like a pie. So anyway, let's go grab a pie, and I better grab something for Adam. Otherwise, he might be a little bit upset. So Mum and I ended up getting a Ned curry pie. I love these, especially for breakfast, because they've got the egg and the bacon. It reminds you of like a breakfast, some sort of breakfast kind of pie. And they look amazing. Look how they're so thick and heavy and dense. It's amazing. I haven't tasted it yet, but it smells good. And also for the drive home, I got a scroll for myself. Look how nice this looks. So good. And then for Adam, I got him what he normally likes to get, a caramel slice and a chocolate hedgehog. So I'll show you them in a second. So yeah, we're just gonna, and a coffee. So I'm just waiting for my little buzzer to go off. And there's Adam's hedgehog and his caramel slice. I think he'll be pretty happy with that. All right, Mum, you ready? Look at this. Got the sauce on there, like a true Aussie. Okay, coffee has arrived. Let's give it a taste test. Yep, good, nice. There you go, you can check out all the different layers. The eggs there, the cheese, bacon, and then the meat's down the bottom. Well, that was absolutely delicious. A nice way to end our trip in Healesville. Mum, did you enjoy it?
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was quite nice. It was good to get away with Mum and do something a little bit different. Although I think I might have to bring Adam back here one day and explore even more of what there is around here. There is a lot around here, and not just here, but if you drive out a little bit further, there are a lot of other things you can check out. So definitely might have to head back here one day soon. But otherwise, we hope you enjoyed this episode.